In today's live stream, I want us to look into understanding growth mindset, unlocking potentials through the power of belief in your children. So, we are going to talk about the importance, the significance, the meaning, and strategies for fostering this growth mindset. And we are also going to look at the importance of this growth mindset in children. Now, in today's world, today's ever-evolving world, the ability to adapt, learn, and improve is more valuable than ever. Because of this, there is a tendency that our children, that we need children that are more improved, more enlightened, so that they will be able to face the world today. And then looking at this, the psychology about this concept was proposed by Dr. Dweck. Psychology about this growth mindset. So he was the person that, after research, that propounded this mindset of a thing. And then this mindset we are talking of influences how the individual handles challenges, how the individual pursue his success, and in short, the overall view of life. It affects the overall view of life. So now, let us look at this mindset. Let us look at what this mindset is. Now, we ask ourselves, what is a mindset? How do we explain what a mindset is? Mindset refers to an established set of attitudes, beliefs, thought patterns that shape how individuals perceive and respond to the world around him. Which is, it has to be with the general ways an individuals see himself, or the way he packages himself, the way he builds his belief system, the way he builds his entire view of the world around him. That is mindset. The way let me say it's just the way he packages his mind. Now, this mindset we are talking of plays an important role to determine how he approaches every issue that surrounds him. Like we mentioned before, challenges, failures, personal growth, personal thoughts, perspectives, and every issues that surround him. So this mindset affects each and every one of, in short, every aspect of how individuals handle their life. Now, we have two types of mindset. We have mainly two types of mindset. So we have the fixed mindset and we have the growth mindset. Now, we start with the fixed mindset. This fixed mindset is a belief that intelligence, talent, ability, perspective, and lifestyle are static traits that cannot change. It sees the entire intelligence and abilities of an individual, that it is the way it is. It cannot change, which is it perceives it that an individual cannot, cannot influence any ability or ability or intelligence which he has. That is how the fixed mindset sees uh, uh, personal traits to be, or how he sees the personal life to be. Now, people that people that people that show this type of mindset, they tend to avoid anything that will challenge their attitudes, anything that will challenge their perspective, or anything that will challenge their views. They fear failures and see effort is needless. They don't see efforts as that effort is important in life. You see, they just see their life that their life is just the way it is. They don't want their life to be influenced. They don't want anything that will make them to change their attitude. They believe that their attitude cannot be changed. Now, let us look at the other side of it, which is the growth mindset. This growth mindset believes that abilities, talent, intelligence, skills can be developed by learning, persistence, and effort. It says that one can be able to influence his mindset, and so as to make changes to his attitudes, or to his intelligence, or to his performance. You see, people within this growth mindset they tend to embrace challenges, learn from mistake, see setback as opportunity for their improvement. You see, because of this growth mindset, because of the type of mindset that they have, they believe that they can do better, they can improve on what they have already, that they can manifest change in order to better their view, or better their environment, or better their activity, or improve their lifestyle. You see, so that is it. Now, we have already mentioned this before, that mindset influences everything from academic achievement, professional success, personal relationships, and every attitude of personal life. Now, positive mindset and adaptive mindset is the type of mindset that foster resilience, motivation, and confidence. You see, that one is positive mindset. It influences, it motivates ones for improvement. It motivates ones for upliftment. It motivates one to desire personal growth. to desire better to desire better instances. Now, from shifting from fixed mindset to growth mindset, individual can unlock their potentials and develop a lifelong for learning. That is it. That's one of the importance of this growth mindset. So now we are saying it's not just a way of thinking. It's a powerful force that shapes one experience and determines how they can navigate life's obstacles and opportunities. Now, let us look more at this growth mindset. Let us look at it in more details. A growth mindset is the belief that intelligence, abilities, and talents can be developed through effort, perseverance, and learning. Now, this mindset, as we have mentioned before, contrasts, that is, it is the opposite of fixed mindset, where individuals believe that talent, intelligence are static traits that cannot be improved. Now, let us illustrate this now. Let us look at this now. Somebody that possesses this fixed mindset we just have to say to himself, I'm just bad of mathematics. Let us consider these two persons now. One person has this fixed mindset, the other person growth mindset. Both of them are bad at mathematics. Both of them are not good in mathematics. They're bad in mathematics. Then the person with the fixed mindset said, I'm just bad at math. For him, he has concluded that he's bad in mathematics, no improvement, nothing. He don't want to stretch himself in order to improve his mathematics. He just see himself as he's completely bad. Now, what about the growth mindset? The person with the growth mindset now says, I am still learning how to solve this math problem. Presently, this person is not good in the mass, but because of the possession of this growth mindset, he now sees himself that he is still learning how to solve those math problems, and he is still cracking his brain, you know, looking for a way to succeed in knowing the mass. Maybe he will keep on pressing. If he's in school, he will pay attention to lessons. He will pay attention to lessons so that he will understand. And then he will make some effort to let those that know the math influence him so that he can know how to solve the math problems. But for the other person with fixed mindset, he or she sees himself or herself that he is just bad at math. And because he or she is bad at math, no need troubling himself learning mathematics. No need stressing himself to improve on mathematics. Just he saw herself, he saw himself, or she saw herself as someone that can never do good in maths. Now, the key difference lies in perspective. That is the difference. Just like we have mentioned before, both of them are on the same level. Each of them doesn't know the mass. None of them knows the mass. Mr. A with fixed mindset doesn't know, and then Mr. B with growth mindset also doesn't know. But Because of the possession of the fixed mindset, the other one see himself as there is no need of stressing himself to learn. But the other person with the growth mindset see himself as, no, I am still learning it. And he's still interested in learning it. That is it. Now, Dr. Carol Dweck introduced this concept in her pioneering research, showing that individuals with a growth mindset embraces challenge, persists through setback, and ultimately achieve more than those with fixed mindset. Than those with fixed mindset. That is it. That is it. Why growth mindset matters? Let's look at why growth mindset matters. Cultivating growth mindset has profound effects in personal development, academic achievement, emotional resilience, and personal personal perspective on general life attitude or general life view. See, now, number one, growth mindset increases learning and intelligence. Growth mindset increases learning and intelligence. Study shows that neuroplasticity, or the brain's ability to rewire itself, allow individual to grow intellectually throughout life. A growth mindset encourages active learning rather than passive acceptance of limits. Growth mindset accept passive, growth mindset accept the ability for an individual to stress himself and grow intellectually, and then thereby activating this neuroplasticity where the brain is able to rewire itself because of the individual's ability to persevere, because of the individual's ability to practice more, because of individual's ability to seek, to acquire the knowledge. The brain now will be able to rewire itself, allowing that individual to grow intellectually. That is giving the brain the opportunity to rewire itself, allowing the individual to grow. That is one of the importance of growth mindset. Now, number two, growth mindset builds resilience in the face of failure. Failure is an inevitable part of learning. Failure is an inevitable part of life. We cannot do without failure. There must always be time we fail. There must always be time. We can't be getting it all the time. Now, but with this growth mindset now, individuals sees failure as an opportunity to grow rather than as an evidence of inadequacy. Because of growth mindset, the individual or the person being affected, the person that possesses this mindset, will always aspire to overcome his failure. He will always work to overcome his failure. He will always press on to overcome. That is resilience. Now, With this resilience, the individuals can always overcome and can always succeed, because there is power in an individual, aspiring to learn, or aspiring to better himself or herself. There's always power for that. There's always, you know, it's always important, and it's always, you know, there's always power in human, you know, there's always power in human, when a human being human determinations. There's always power in that. So now, number 3, encourages effort over natural talent. A fixed mindset focuses on talent alone. Fixed mindset focuses on talent alone, whereby a growth mindset values effort, practice, perseverance. These traits always lead to mastery. So, instead of relying only on the talents, only on innate potentials, person with growth mindset will always strive to achieve better. He will always strive to build upon his present potential, upon his present capacity. He will always strive to improve and to overcome. That is the third importance of this growth mindset. It encourages effort over natural talent, while a fixed mindset is satisfied with his natural talent or his natural ability. But a growth mindset will always value better or mastery. So, number 4, strengthens confidence and motivation. People with growth mindset are more motivated because they believe improvement is within their control. That is it. Motivation. They embrace challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles. They always exhibit confidence. They always see themselves as capable of achieving success. They will always see themselves as, we can always make it. Never give up attitude. I will always make it. I can always improve on my present situation. I can beat any obstacles that is on the way. That is, it strengthens confidence and motivation. It keeps the individual motivated. Now, let us look at how to foster a growth mindset in children. How do we foster this growth mindset in children? That is where we are now. Children, we know, have potentials for learning and creativity and resilience. They have that potential already. The only need is for us to harness the potentials, to develop the skills, and help them to overcome challenges. That is the only thing that is needed. Now, mindset, being aware of thinking or attitude. Now, the growth mindset now needs to be instilled in our children. We need to make it to be a part of the lifestyle of our children. Now, instilling this mindset empowers them to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and develop lifelong love for lessons, for learning. Now, this guide explore effective. This guide, yes, we are going to look at the strategies, activities, and the parental approach. What are parents and caregivers? What do they need to do to be able to let their children, have this mindset? Now, number one, before before we go deeper into fostering, we need to know the difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset. We need to know the difference. Now, fixed mindset believe ability. Okay, the growth mindset believes that ability can develop. Why the fixed mindset believe ability are static. Ability cannot change, according to those that believe in this fixed mindset. Now, number two, growth mindset views challenges as opportunity. When things get tough, when things goes against the way they propose it, now they see it as this is an opportunity for them to excel. That is those that believe in growth mindset. Why those that believe in fixed mindset avoid challenges? Because they are afraid of challenges, because they don't want to embark on challenges, they will skip challenges. Now, number three, the growth mindset value effort and hard work. They value putting effort and hard work for improvement, while the fixed mindset depends only on natural talent. No more. The fixed mindset does not believe more or much in thwarting the natural talent, or or anything that can that can make them to disturb what they already know. They don't want. They don't want improvement. They want to only depend on the talent that they have already. Now, growth mindset learns from failure. When you fail, you learn and you pick up and continue to excel. But fear of failure and avoiding risk is one of the characteristics of this fixed mindset. They fear failure and they avoid risk. Now, growth mindset is open to constructive feedback. He wants to hear. He wants to improve. He's open for improvement. But what about fixed mindset? They don't want feedback. They fear feedback. Therefore, they shy away from getting feedbacks upon their activities. You see? Now, by shifting from a fixed to a growth mindset, individual experience personal fulfillment, higher achievement, and stronger resilience. Therefore, that is number one, understanding the difference between the two. Then, now we have to look deeper on how to foster this growth mindset. Now, number two, on how to foster growth mindset in our children. Number two, we praise effort over intelligence. Parents and educators should not directly praise children for their impact. Instead of praising their intelligence, their power, it is better to reinforce the value of effort and perseverance. Instead of praising their innate talent and intelligence, You praise their efforts, you praise their determination, and then you praise the effort they put in for improvement. Now, let's take for instance, I love how hard you work on this. Tell a child something like that. I love how hard you work on this. You kept trying even when it is difficult. Great job. Mistakes help our brains grow. This is a great learning moment. So, yeah, it's better we praise the effort they put in, praise their ability to better themselves, instead of saying something like, you are smart, you are just naturally gifted at this, you should always get it right for the first time. This one is just their praising their talents, or uh, praising their talents. But here, no, here we preach praising of effort. Praise their effort, praise their effort, not their intelligence, not their talents, not what they have in already, but what they put in, so that they will be motivated to put more. When efforts are being praised, the child will be motivated to put in more effort. So that is why it is important to praise effort. Praise effort rather than intelligence or smartness. You see? So we praise effort so that the child can put in more effort at learning. Number two, or number three, encourage the power of yet. Encourage the power of yet. The most important word of shifting child mindset is to introduce the word yet. I can't do this, but I can't do this yet. I can't solve this problem, yet I am trying. Yet I will keep on making effort to. So that is the importance of the power of yet. Yet is not giving up. When one, no, when one sees that yet, add that yet to his inadequacy or her inadequacy, that means that the person is not yet giving up. He is still pressing hard to achieve success. He is still determined to achieve success. He's still persistent on achieving success rather than giving up already. So that is the power of yet. I can't solve this problem, yet I am still putting in effort to solve it. I'm still going to put in effort to solve it. So we should, we should inculcate this into the life of our children, to put in yet when they cannot achieve what they want to achieve. So they should put in effort to achieve it. Now, teach children to embrace mistakes. Mistakes are essential for learning and growth. Mistakes doesn't mean that one can't, one mistake you can't use it to qualify the ability of a child. You see? So let's cultivate that mindset where our children should not be afraid of mistakes, where they should not be afraid, they should not give up when they make a simple mistake or one mistake, but they should keep trying to overcome. They should persist they should persist to overcome challenges. When they make mistakes, they should put in more effort to learn, and overcome that mistake. Now, the way is to normalize mistakes. Later we are going to look at lives of those that have succeeded, those that shows the importance of those that exhibited this growth mindset, and how they later overcome in life, where we are faced with different failure or different setbacks, different difficulties, different obstacles, yet they didn't give up. So we need to inculcate it into the life of our children that they need this growth mindset. They need to see failure, that failure is not the end, and that mistakes cannot be, cannot put them off from making the achievement that they deserve. That mistakes should be taken as stepping stone so that they will more better results. Now, 5, promote curiosity and problem solving. Promoting curiosity and problem solving. Children with growth mindsets are naturally curious and eager to explore. They are naturally curious and eager to explore. Encouraging curiosity and problem solving help them develop critical thinking, adaptability. We know the importance of this critical thinking and adaptability, so that they'll be able to adapt. They can adapt in any situation. They can adapt in any condition. They will overcome every obstacle, any obstacle that is on their way. So because of their curiosity and their problem solving mindset, because this growth mindset already creates this problem solving mindset. Because when one possesses this growth mindset, he will never give up in any situation that confronts him or her. He will always press to solve the problem and overcome the problem. So ways of encouraging this growth mindset is promoting curiosity and problem solving. Now, ways to foster curiosity. Allow children to ask questions and explore new topic. Some people are always being put off when children ask questions. It is wrong. Let the child ask questions. And when the child asks question, always give the answer. Always answer their questions, because in their mind, they want to know. And then this wanting to know is one of the advantages, is one of the importance of this growth mindset, because there is always tendency to explore with growth mindset. So encourage open-ended activity like puzzles, experiments, creative projects. Let children develop this, let them develop this mind of experimenting on their own, creating things on their own, solving things on their own. It rewires the brain, and give the brain the capacity to work more. You see, and working more will give birth to more achievements. The more you are working is the more you achieve. The more you achieve. So the brain need to be explored. Now, avoid giving answer too quickly. Let them work through problems independently. Avoid giving answers to children too quickly. Let them work out. Give them ways that they should work out things independently. Now, after that, celebrate effort, even if the solution is not perfect. The effort should be celebrated. The effort should be encouraged. The effort should be praised, not the achievements. You see, because when the efforts are celebrated, when the success have not been achieved, it gives room for more effort, and more effort will lead to more achievement. By nurturing curiosity, children become more intrinsically motivated to learn instead of relying on external validation. By nurturing curiosity, children become more motivated to learn rather than relying on validation. Now, model a growth mindset as a parent or educator. Model it. Children learn best by, they learn best by observing. They learn best by watching those around them. They they tends to exhibit more. They tend to exhibit more characters they see around them. Therefore, parents, teacher, model growth mindset. Children now will be more likely to adopt the same. They will be more likely to adopt the same lifestyle. Now, look at ways to model growth mindset by parents or teachers. Share your own learning experience. Talk about how you overcome challenges. It's a motivation. Share your own experience. Now, admit mistake openly and explain how you are working to improve. There is a mistake you made, and then let them know how you work to improve. That is modeling. Use growth mindset language. Let's figure this out together instead of I don't know how to do this. Let's figure this out together. Let's work this out. Let's build out this one. Let's do this one. And let's do this one. Let's find a way to accomplish it. Show enthusiasm for learning, experimenting rather than fearing failure. Show enthusiasm for learning. Don't shy away from failure before your children. Don't show them that you fear perseverance. Don't show them that you fear improvement. Show them that you always embrace improvement, no matter how hard the challenge may be. That you need to improve and overcome challenges by learning and practicing and perseverance. So when you are showing this, they will be more likely to internalize those behavior. 7. Encourage resilience and perseverance. Encourage resilience and perseverance. Resilience is a key characteristics of growth mindset, because children should learn that success comes from consistent effort, not just innate ability. So when they fail, they should keep on doing it. They should keep on practicing it. They should keep on learning it. They should keep on improving. They should keep on pressing hard. You see? So that is resilience and that is perseverance. Now, how do we teach this? Emphasize that every skill takes time to develop. Emphasize that every skill takes time. It doesn't just happen in a day. It's happened by consistent applying, consistently applying, or learning how to improve it. That is how you overcome, or how skills take time to develop, or how skills are developed. Instant success is rare. It doesn't just happen like that. There is never a way that it just happen and it just happen. So encourage children to always try again. Encourage them to always practice trying again. Always try again. Always persevere. Discuss example of famous individual who persisted despite setback. Stories of, people we already know, people that have already made it. You know, when we look around our surroundings, we will see them. They are always there with us. You know, those that persisted, that is famous individuals that we know, and even around us, there are so many examples. Now, reward effort and problem solving, not just correct answers. Not that you will not reward correct answers or success, not, but effort and problem solving skills should be more celebrated, so that that our children, we have their mindset more focused on effort and problem solving. Now, by fostering perseverance, children develop the mindset that challenges are meant to be overcome. Yes, that is that. Now, number 8, create a growth mindset environment at home and school. Provide the environment for them. Let them have that environment of that growth mindset. You see, we can do it because in this children, their environments very much influence children activities and lifestyle. Environments mostly affect how they grow up. You see, so that is why we need to create that growth mindset environment for them. Now, growth mindset environment encourage creative thinking and exploration. You see, whether in school or at home, reward effort rather than perfection. We have mentioned this one. Then avoid negative language that reinforces a fixed mindset. Negative language, I can't do this. How can I do it? It is too much for me. No, we avoid such languages, and we use language, I can't do it yet. I can't do it but. Provide opportunities for independent learning. Provide opportunities for independent learning, because independent learning encourages one to be able to succeed independently without being helped or without external assistance. So we need to give them that opportunity where they can develop independently or develop their abilities independently. So when they are surrounded by encouraging supportive environment, they develop confidence, resilience, and a love for learning. So that is that. Now, let us look at real life examples of growth mindset. Real life examples of growth mindset. There are so many examples around us, and there are so many famous persons that have achieved this success, that through resilience. through growth mindset, through the power of problem solving, and through not fearing failures. There are so many of them around us, and there are so many famous persons. So now let us look at these examples that we have here. Thomas Edison, an inventor. Edison famously failed over 1,000 times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Instead of seeing failure as an endpoint, he viewed this as a progress, saying, I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work. So, he found 1,000 ways that won't work. Later, he was able to invent the light bulb. So, can we see the power of growth mindset at work here? One, you keep on doing it, 1,000 times failed, now later succeeded, and then he is the inventor of light bulb. He's inventor of light bulb. So that is number one. Number two, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was cut from high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he practiced relentlessly, went on to become one of the greatest basketball players in history. That is, so many people would have, given up after being, after being cut off from his high school basketball team. So many people have given up and ended up not practicing basketball again. But that was not for Michael Jordan. He went on practicing. He went on practicing on his own. And today, he is a legend of basketball from Chicago Bulls. He's a legend. Now, Oprah Winfrey, media mogul. Oprah faced poverty, rejection early in her career, yet she continuously refined her skills. She continuously refined her skills and built a global empire. Her belief in self-improvement and resilience showcased a true growth mindset from poverty and rejection to a powerful media mogul. That is Oprah Winfrey. Now, let us look at another person. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. Rejected by 12 publishers, Rowling persisted. Eventually, she was the writer of Harry Potter, a book that became one of the best-selling series ever. The book that becomes one of the best series ever. Had she given up when these publishers were rejecting her, she wouldn't have become who she is today, the writer of Harry Potter series. But her journey highlights one of powerful perseverance. She persevered, she didn't give up, and she continued until today she succeeded. That is that. Now, let us look at our famous Elon Musk, entrepreneur. Musk faced multiple failures with Tesla and SpaceX, including rocket explosion and financial crisis. However, he adapted, learned, revolutionized both space travel and electric vehicle. Tesla is today a success, and his space travel is today a success. Had he given up by these multiple failures, there would have been no powerful Tesla and SpaceX. But Elon Musk persisted. Today, he is a success story. Now, the sixth person we are going to look at, Serena Williams. Serena Williams constantly pushed her limits, embracing hard work, Discipline, learning from losses. She's known for improving her weaknesses rather than relying solely on her talents. And she is a powerful and important tennis ball player today. Yeah, she's a successful one at that. She's a successful one at that. Successful tennis ball player today. You see? Now, the next person we are going to look into is Steve Jobs, the Apple co-founder. Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he co-founded. Instead of giving up, he reinvented, later returned, transformed Apple, and Apple became one of the most successful companies in the world today. Somebody that was fired from a company he co-founded. Later, he didn't give up. Reinvented himself, returned, and transformed Apple into one of the most important successful companies. That is Steve Jobs. Today, Apple is still a success story. Nelson Mandela, leader and activist. Despite spending 27 years in prison, Mandela emerged with growth mindset, focusing on reconciliation and education rather than revenge. His leadership changed South African future. You see, he spent 27 years in prison and he came out still determined for a better South Africa, which he went to prison for. He went to prison for demanding a better South Africa, and when they jailed him, when he was released, he came back still working for the same better South Africa. And I think he achieved this result before his death, because there was a complete change. The appetite he was fighting against was, ended, and then he got free, become a president in South Africa. I think he's an example of a growth mindset. Albert Einstein, scientist. Einstein struggled in school, was told he wouldn't succeed academically. However, through continuous learning, experimentation, he became one of the most brilliant scientists in history. Somebody that was told in school, you can't make it. He was told in school, you are a bad student. But he didn't give up. He continued pressing. And he's one of the best scientists in history today. Angela Duckworth, psychologist. Duckworth's research on grit and perseverance helped popularize the idea that hard work surpasses innate talent. She advocates developing resilience, proving that success is earned. That is it. A psychologist, Angela Duckworth. Her work showing us that success is earned and not given. You earn success through resilience. You earn success through perseverance. You earn success through hard work and perseverance. Now, each of these figures we are mentioned here embraced challenges, learned from failure, persisted despite their setback. They didn't give up. They continued pressing, and today their stories are a success. Their story is the story of success. Now, let us look around. Look at around us. See those successful persons you see around you. You can try and ask them questions. Try and learn from them. You will see that so many of them pass through one difficult situation or the other. So many of them pass through difficulties in one way or the other, but by their determination, because there is no successful man or woman that have not passed through one stage of setback or the other. But just because of determinations, most of them are successful today, and they are a success story. So now let us look at the final thoughts. Growth mindset that we are talking of here, the growth mindset that we are talking of here, is not just a skill, it's a lifelong approach. It is a lifelong commitment. It is a lifelong, lifelong determination to learn and be resilient, and that leads to success. You see, by growth mindset, by developing this growth mindset, one will be committed to lifelong learning, resilience, and success, because it doesn't just end from being committed to learning and resilience. It ends by success. Teach children to view challenges as opportunity and embrace mistakes, and believe in continuous improvement. Let them believe in continuous improvement. Let them believe to continuously work on themselves, continuously improve themselves, so that they will be able to unlock true potentials, hidden potentials, hidden innate potentials that are hidden, that they don't know that they possess. But because of learning, practicing resilience, success can always be achieved. You see? Now, key takeaway: success is not defined by talent alone. Let us never define success by talent alone, or by thinking that only by talent we can always succeed, or maybe because we are talented in one thing or the other, we now go and relax ourselves and then believe that we will be successful, or that we are already successful. No. Let our attitude be shaped by the mindset that we choose. Let our life approach, let our perspective on life be shaped by the mindset that we choose, and let us always choose this growth mindset, because this growth mindset is a mindset that always turns one to success. It's a mindset that always leads one to become successful. So let us always tune our mindset to this growth mindset. Now, activity, or some activity that we need to do on our own. As we look at our own lives, that we look at our own lives, there are times in our lives that we have been faced with one challenge or the other. There are times that we are being faced with one responsibility or the other. Now, personally, we know ourselves and what mindset have we channeled to these responsibilities or to these attitudes, or to these challenges. What mindset did we know? What mindset can we say we used in this? How successful were we through those challenges, through those circumstances, or through those situations? What mindset did we apply? How successful are we? Then I would like us to share our experiences in the comment section. I would like us to share our experiences in the comment section, and then I will also want us to use that as a story we are going to use to motivate our children. To use it as a story that we are going to use to motivate those that are under our care, because we need to show our children, we need to bring them up rightly. We need to bring them up rightly. We need to show them the path, that we learn at the correct path. Now, based on what we have learned from this live stream, we even need to answer the question of which mindset do we see as the correct one, not minding what the psychologists have said about this mindset, whether growth mindset or whether fixed mindset. Which mindset do we think is the correct? Because I know that some may even feel that fixed mindset is the correct one, which means by relying on one's talent, one's innate potentials, by relying on one's capacity and not stretching much, not striving for improvement, and not striving for learning, for practices, and for improving on our talents, but by relying only on our potentials. So I want to know how many of us sees the fixed mindset as the better mindset, or if we see the growth mindset as a better mindset. I want us to mention it also in the comment section and tell us why you see the growth mindset as a better mindset and why you are rejecting the fixed mindset. If you are accepting the fixed mindset, tell us why you are accepting the fixed mindset. Why do you see the fixed mindset as being better than the growth mindset? See, let us know in the comment section, and let us know how this teaching has affected you. And if this teaching if the teaching affected you, if you feel impacted in any way, I would like you to subscribe to this channel. Like, subscribe, and then comment. And as you comment and as you like, we will be more better determined to give more live streams like this, more lessons like this, that will help us to bring up or to train successful children, to bring up successes, to make our children successful. You see? So with this, subscribe so as to encourage us to do more. Thank you for being part of this live stream. Thank you and thank you.